What's up everyone? Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Today we're taking a look at Cardano and its recent price action, along with some talk about news and fundamentals, and with a price prediction for the short and the long term as well. Before we begin, we'd just like to say thank you so much to everyone for their continued support, the likes and subscribers, Patreon and YouTube members, and all your amazing comments and sharing. We appreciate you all so much at the channel and we've been growing incredibly fast recently, so thank you to all of you. Our community has been growing amazingly well recently. It's all down to you guys, so thank you so much. If you want to support the channel, please like and subscribe so you don't miss any videos, and turn on bell notifications as well. We're posting 4 videos per day, so come back every day for daily updates and analysis. In any instance, you can sign up to our free Telegram via the description as well. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. So we thought about the theme for today's videos would be basically the when in doubt zoom out policy that a lot of people talk about. But it really is, even though it seems a bit cliche, a very important and valuable thing to do in times like this when you need a bit of perspective in the market. As we can quite clearly see, ADA is still doing very well this year. If we look at basically the start of the year here, the 1st of January, we're sitting at around 17-18 cents. So we're still up a massive amount here, as we can see. Obviously, we've had a correction recently, a big correction, but there are a few important things that I wanted to highlight about Cardano. In previous videos, we did say that this $1 level was a very strong resistance for Cardano, and it had been actually ranging between this and $1.50, as we can see, for a long period of time. But as we can see, in the recent correction, we did actually get the wick coming down and basically almost touching this $1 level. In fact, it may have actually even touched it. If we zoom in here, we can see that almost perfectly we've bounced off this $1 level, which tends to suggest for me that Cardano, there's basically a huge amount of buying pressure under $1 now. And it doesn't seem as though, unless there was some kind of absolutely cataclysmic event for Cardano or cryptocurrency in general, that it would be very unlikely to us that Cardano would ever sink back down past $1 again. From what we can see, even with the two big corrections that we saw in the market recently, Cardano has actually not dropped below $1. As we can see here, we did actually wick down below $1, but there was so much buying pressure that essentially we actually got bought all the way back up to $1.05 here, as we can see. And obviously here, we wicked down all the way to $1, but we actually got bought back up all the way to $1.50 as a double bottom here, we can probably see. So it's quite clear to us that there is a huge amount of buying pressure for Cardano right now. And considering the huge bullish news they've got coming out soon about their mainnets going live, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with the price action. Currently, Bitcoin seems as though it's floating at around 41k, and the whole market seems as though it's pretty much mirroring its price action perfectly. So currently, it doesn't seem as though ADA has a mind of its own, and it's actually just being led by Bitcoin as well as the rest of the market, which is quite frustrating, but it is understandable considering the huge capitulation that we saw a few days ago. It's quite obvious to us at this point that this was market manipulation, because quite literally billions of dollars of Bitcoin was dumped onto the market in the space of around 10 seconds, and it caused a huge capitulation where Bitcoin was already at a point of weakness at around a 40% correction from its all-time high. It did actually wick down below it went to around 28k, we believe, so well below $30,000, which would have been around a 62% drop from the all-time high. But since then, it has actually recovered all the way back up to 41k around there. So basically all of the losses that we saw have been erased almost if we headed back to 43k. So it's interesting to see how this has affected, how quickly this has been recovering. It seems as though the huge selling pressure that was there just seemed to disappear overnight. And then the price slowly got brought back up to the levels that it's at now, where it's currently ranging and the volume is extremely low. So it all does seem very suspicious to us as to how this happened. And it does seem as though basically the market was being manipulated. As we can see for Cardano, it did actually come down. It actually came down all the way from $2.46 all the way down to $1, which was around a 58% correction we can see here, which is quite a steep decline. But we've actually recovered quite a lot of that value now, and we're actually up over 65% from that drop a few days ago. We're currently sitting at around $1.70, and I bet your bottom dollar, if you said before basically a few months ago when we were ranging between $1.50 and $1. Anyone who was saying, oh God, I hate that Cardano is only at 170, that would have been very unlikely. So the when in doubt, zoom out policy really does apply here. We do think that there is very strong support at around $1 here. As we can see, it's been tested time and time again and it's been bought up en masse. And we did actually wick down in this huge capitulation to $1, but we actually got bought back all the way up to around $1.50 exactly here. So it's quite clear to us that there is a huge amount of buying pressure for Cardano. And as you can see, this blue macro trend line that we've drawn in did actually come down and wick perfectly in this exact place as well. So as you can see, we're definitely expecting ADA to continue to climb. Obviously with its smart contract platform, I believe it's the Alonzo hard fork coming very soon. So projects will finally be able to launch on Cardano and port over from other projects such as Ethereum. We do think a huge amount of market cap is going to flow into Cardano. We don't believe that the bull run is over. Obviously the correction was scary and it was a very large correction, but we basically don't think that the bull run is over. We do think this was a manipulated attempt to shake everyone out before another big leg to the upside. And we do strongly believe that Bitcoin is going to recover. It remains to be seen what will happen in the very short term. We may come back down, maybe retest some of these lower levels or this trend line, especially for Bitcoin and the wider cryptocurrency space. Obviously Bitcoin is leading the market now heavily, so basically whatever Bitcoin does, the market's going to follow. But we do think in the long term the market is going to recover, and obviously the when in doubt zoom out technique really does help to give you some perspective. So if we look at the start of the year, we can see how far we've come. It's been a massive gain. We're still up over, I believe, 10x from January. As we can see here, if we're at around 16 cents, that would be a 10x to 160. So 170, we're actually up almost an 11x still from the start of the year, which is an incredible gain. Congratulations to everyone that bought ADA at the start of the year. But we do strongly believe that basically projects with good fundamentals are going to survive these big corrections. As we can see, ADA has performed very well in the face of this correction. And we do think long term these projects are going to perform very well. So short term price target, very hard to say because Bitcoin's leading the market right now, but it could be anywhere from bouncing back and heading to the all-time high again, or we could come lower depending on if Bitcoin comes back to retest those lows that it's put in. It really does remain to be seen, but we do think that ADA, it could easily hit $10 by the end of the year with its smart contract platform launching. You have to remember that there's going to be a huge amount of projects that are going to be porting over to its ecosystem and launching. So it seems very likely to us that ADA is going to perform very well this year. So that's our update for Cardano today, guys. We'd like to thank everyone for watching. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please let us know down in the comment section below. Also, make sure to hit the like button as it helps the channel out so much. So if you're a fan of the channel, please hit the like button now. Currently, only 10% of viewers are subbed, and we'd love to see our community continue to grow more. So please hit the big red subscribe button as well. If you'd like to support the channel more directly, please sign up to our Patreon via the link in the description below, or sign up to YouTube membership by hitting the join button right next to the sub below this video, where you can get access to our private Discord. We're going to be offering a host of additional benefits, including coin calls, and the higher tiers gain one-to-one access to us personally, as well as a look at our personal portfolio, our daily research of cryptos with massive potential, not to mention a 100x portfolio that we're currently constructing. So please take advantage of that there. Don't forget to get 2 free stocks with Webull by signing up and then depositing $100 using our link in the description below. You can quite literally deposit the $100, get your 2 free stocks, and then withdraw the money. So there's no reason not to do that, and they could be valued all the way up to $1,600 each. But don't forget to actually deposit as well after signing up. You can also sign up to our free Telegram via the description as well. All the links are in the description for affiliate links for discounts and free crypto. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.